Hey everybody, I know you may have seen my packing list Trello board before, but I added some more automation onto it and I wanted to show you what that looks like. Check this out. So basically, this board is a series of lists that have different checklists for things that I might pack. So, for instance, I've got my core list where it's like every trip I'm probably packing these essentials, and I've got all my different things here. It comes on every trip, but then I've got different cards different cards with checklists for specific activities. So you can think of these as like add-ons, and I actually made an automation with Pixie Bricks where I added this little button. And so when I click that, it scrapes the card name and then adds a label to the board with that card name. So if you see show more labels, yeah, we've got pets right there. That wasn't there before, but I just added that. And so that's pretty cool. Entertainment is a new one I just made too. So it's moving a little slow, but if I open it up here, look, labels. There is no entertainment label. But when I click this button, boom, there is now an entertainment label. So that's pretty cool. Basically, all I'm doing under the hood is I made an HTTP request that just creates a new label. It's really not that intimidating to do with the Trello API. Let me see if I can find it and I'll show you. Yeah, so literally I'm just extracting from the page the card name, and then I'm doing an HTTP response that's literally just passing all of that information in there. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, so you're like, okay, that's great. So you've automated that. But here's where the beauty lies. So let's say I'm actually planning, I've got a trip coming up where I'm going to Tennessee, North Carolina. Rather than having to go make all of these checklists, I built automation where I can apply the labels. So I can say I need the essentials. I'm going snowboarding. It will be raining. Obviously want to pack medicine. It's going to be in the winter. Let's see, show more labels. What else do I want? I'm not remote working. I'm going to pack some stuff for entertainment. Yeah, that's all I need for now. And you can see Trello has created all of these checklists for me. So now I have all of the things I need in one card. And I'll show you what this automation looks like because I can't easily share automation. So the best I can do is show you how I made it. So you're going to go to rules. Like I said, Trello's moving a little slow for me right now, but then I'm going to go to enabled. And that's where I can just see what I've got here. But for you, you would just click create automation. And here, we'll do it actually step by step here. But you can see the rule. When any label's added to a card, look up a card titled label name and add the label name checklist from a card, found card name to the card. That's a lot. I'm going to walk you through that. Go to create new automation and add a trigger. And we're going to say when card changes, when a label, you can get rid of the specific one by clicking the, and it'll let you choose any. And so now we're going to click that. And when any label is added to a card, then we want to go find a card with that name. And so you're going to go to Cascade to find a card titled, and that's where you'll reference the label name. So you'll do brackets like this, and then you'll type label name. And then, end brackets, and you got the E there, and click that. And that's now going to look for whatever label you added, it's going to go look for a card with that name. So that's why I had to make those labels match the card names. Next, we want to actually add a checklist to this existing card. And so since we use the, actually, I think we're supposed to look up. I think I did that wrong. Let me go back here. We want to look up because you can read this article about the difference between finding and looking up. But basically, if you want the action to happen to the initial card, you just want to look up a card. If you want the next action to happen to the card you just found, then you want to find. But we just want to look up. We want to look up that card. And then we want to add another action. And since we're doing lookup, that means whatever we add next is going to happen to this initial card. So when any label's added to a card, look up a new card with that label name, and then add a checklist to this existing card. So we're going to add and this is where we will use the label name, because I made the checklist names match the card names. And this is where we're going to specify from which card. And this is where we will use the found card name, like this. Because that says, hey, go look for that card, and the label name. And, technically you could also do label name here because it's kind of all the same thing, but that just makes it easier here. And now hit save. And I have duplicates now because you can see I just made it with you, but that's exactly what your rule is going to look like. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm super excited to try this out and probably add some more stuff on top of it, but I'm hoping it will help because previously I had like a lot of different packing lists, but most of the items weren't relevant for every trip. And so now I can kind of shop through them and pick whatever I want. So I hope this helps for anybody who's traveling this time of year. Save time with Trello. And if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe and check out my newsletter at trello.substack.com. I will see you over there.